Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh boy.
What's going on, everybody? This is Big Man coming in. I am kind of excited because I'm got some new setups, new things to show off tonight. Also, we'll be working on the side game, or call it a side game. Really, it's not. Gravitas, the 2D, I call it a strategic arcade game. We'll be actually trying to add some new functionality, not functionality, essentially new mechanics to it, based off a lot of feedback that I got from some playtests. So, and we got, I've already said it once, but I want to say it again. We got new setups just like right now. Like kind of flying in to get the show started. So feel free to chill, sit back, relax while I get to some exciting game dev. Trying out some new stuff. So this is the new coding screen we got going on right here. I'm just going to make sure. But you guys can hear me okay, because I don't really have audio. But this is the new coding screen. I'll check that out later. But let's actually show off the game while we're here. The main screen is still the same. But let's make sure things are working properly. And also I'm going to mess with my audio for a second because I can't hear anything. And I want to make sure the audio is working properly. It could just be on my side. That audio sounds so distorted on my end, I'm guessing. Also know I've got a bad plug somewhere that only giving me sound in one ear of my headphones. But anyway, enough about my situation here. All right. So this is Gravitas. And the way you play it is you touch a blue guy, get a planet, and then you can join the planets together in the chains. And if I touch a planet while a red one is touching, while one of the red destroyers is touching it, it will blow up. And if if any planets are chained to it, they'll blow up, and you get a multiplier. And see, I can show you that right there. So I only got the 1.1 because that was 1. And really, that should be 1.0, but I've been meaning to fix that. Should start. Well, there you go. And the objective was just to destroy a chain, so we automatically won that. And as you see, the multiplier goes up. Every piece of the chain gets blown up. That one say 1.7. Okay, that seems weird. It seemed like it said 1.7, 1.6, 1.8, and 1.7. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna check this out again. See here, I've made a second chain off of that guy. And a third. And the artist that made this song, I actually saw her tonight. We're part of the same game dev group. So I'm going to watch this get destroyed. So these should be 1.3 each. Yeah. I really need to figure out how to make this cascade out faster. sitting here talking with the mic on. So what I want is, for the first new mechanic, I want to be able to not have this happen. I don't want the planets to go through each other anymore, but I don't want collision. I want them to almost lock together, and then once they're locked, you can't move them. So now you have to kind of maneuver around them. They'll start taking up more space in the level as you make your chain, and you have to maneuver around them if you don't want them to lock together. That's one thing. Next one, I want to actually try a mechanic that'll actually allow for gravity. Essentially, like, if you have small planets, they'll get pulled towards big planets. Everything gets pulled towards like the sun or the star celestial body. So that's not locked together, because I think that would be kind of overkill if that was a thing. So let's go ahead so that's the two things we want to try tonight. I've got other mechanics I want to do, but I don't think we'll make it tonight, because I don't want to. We're starting a little late. I don't want to go like crazy late tonight. But let's try first to do it where what I call title lock. Like if you know, like celestial mechanics, when two planets are locked with I want to say their gravities essentially have locked them into a point where they don't turn. They don't rotate because they're locked so firmly together by their gravities that they cannot rotate. I want to do that, but essentially here it makes it so it's completely static now. You can't move them at all. All you can do is add to them in the chain. This is to combat a thing I saw when people were playing at the playtest, where they were just stacking the planets on top of each other, which is something I had never thought about when I was actually playtesting it, because I was actually purposely chaining things together and didn't realize I could just put these on top of each other and completely do away with the mechanic of chaining. So, and that's not something we want. We want people to chain planets together so they're so they can make essentially multipliers and stuff. So they're forced to make like multiplier chains, and the bigger the chain, the more likely you are to accidentally hit a destroyer and blow the whole thing up, which is kind of the fun of everything. So let's go ahead and work on that. Let's check out our new coding screen. So now where are we starting this off? We need to make it so that when you're dragging and you make the collision, so this is the start of the drag. That's not what we want. We want when the dragged body makes contact and is chained, we then want to now stop having it dragged, and you can't drag it anymore. Do we just pull it completely out of celestial bodies? I feel like we shouldn't change that. I feel like we need to keep all the bodies of contact in there, but we'll have to exclude any bodies that have been chained. So maybe we just keep another list of the bodies that have been chained. I had to make some adjustments to the sound. A little loud. I made a number of changes, including on the back end. So. Let's look at this. Can we actually get away with moving stuff out of here so it's not interactable anymore? So this is that. So this checks if it can be dragged, which we want to exclude it from that. This is if it can be interacted with a dragged object. We don't want that. Well, we do. If it's touched, we want to add it. We want to take the dragged body and stop it from being dragged. And here we're just getting rid of everything. Really, we just don't want it here. We want to exclude the ones that have been connected to other celestial bodies from being dragged, and then we need to take the dragged one and stop it from being the moment it's connected to another one, we stop it from being dragged. And then we get rid of this altogether for when it's being moved apart. Well, let's try it. We'll keep this and see how it works. We may end up getting rid of it. Let's do that. Let us do that. So if we're not dragging anything, oh, if we're dragging something, okay. Wait a minute, let's see how this works. So we're not dragging anything and the mouse is down, so once the mouse is down, anything that's being moused over we grab the first one. Else, we grab the one that's closest. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to put in checks and that this isn't connected to anything. One sec, gotta check on something. Be right back. Check out this be right back screen. If I can find the button for it. Oh, I can find the button. Why did I make it hard to find? Where the heck is the button? Oh, it's right there. Why? Never mind. Okay, I need to fix my button order. All right, we're back. Let's get this rolling. All right. I thought I'd try something new. Anyway, I don't go that deep tonight. All right. All right, so that'll stop ones that are in chains from getting picked up. Then we come down here. Well, so they won't get dragged at all. So do we even need to, all that work we did in chain rule, do we even need to care about chain rule? Essentially, the moment you add it, you null it out. Huh. If the drag is in bounds of anything, any celestial body, add it to its chain. We get rid of the drag. And then we don't even need to check. Yeah. So this doesn't even need to get checked at all. And we could probably even get rid of that dragged bodies. Let's see by getting rid of it later. So let's see how this works. Yeah, and I can't. Oh, wow. That was easy. That was close. I didn't even have to do any of that stuff I've been doing with this new mechanic. And see, that was harder to do the previous way. This actually works. Weird how this one got left out. Oh, it was because it was on the other side of the explosion. So it all went down the chain. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's an easy win. Okay, so now let's. And the color screen actually worked okay for that. Normally, I'd switch over to the main screen. But anyway, let's actually move on to our next mechanic. This is going great. And let's actually clean up because we don't actually need some of this code now. Okay, we did all that work and we didn't even need to do any of it. That new mechanic just blows that all away. Oh, what? We need to get rid of chain removal. And probably the cascade color, but we can leave that. Let's see. Just checking if we've created any new errors. All that stuff. These errors you see are issues with the IDE. I think we're good. Let's just go test real quick. If we get this, if this test works, next we'll actually be trying to throw some gravity on these things. Oh, how did that work? I thought that was a different chain. That's weird how far that comes out. Could you build over top of your own chain? It might be a problem. Well, you kind of screw yourself if you do that. Now you can't build off the chain anymore. I don't think. It's kind of hard to tell where the chain is going now, the way you kind of doubled over on it. And you kind of mess yourself up too because you can't see what's going on the outside, or you can't see what's going on the inside. It gets all cluttered, which is kind of what you want, or at least kind of what I want as a mechanic. The more complex the chain gets, the worse it is to kind of track what everything is. Weird, it skipped over that, but was that in the same chain? Okay. My laptop controlling the stream just died. That's weird. Wonder if that's a window restart or did it actually crash? Sec while I get myself situated right here.